All right, folks, welcome. First live. So, what's going on today? It's the day before Christmas, and you know what? I got several projects I want to work on. Figure I'd bring you guys along. Hopefully, you guys enjoy. So, first things first, I got two cutting boards I've been working on. Started them this morning, got the first glue up. I'm gonna take those out of the clamps because I need the clamps so I can start the second step on another cutting board. Cut up a couple more cutting boards. Who knows? And I do have a request for a couple of coasters for Christmas, so I might want to work on those a little bit. Time's running out, so thought I'd bring you guys along, see what you guys thought. All right, so this first cutting board, this one's going to take me a little while because I think I might end up having to buy some more maple for it. Like I said, this is just the first glue up. Glue's really only been sitting for a couple hours, so may not even be ready to really work on it too much. But this one is Padauk and hard maple. And I'm going for a brick pattern on this one. I'm going for a brick pattern, and what's going to happen is I got this part already taken care of. And before I can run it through the sander, got to take off a lot of this glue. And now's the time to do it. Like I said, it's only been glued up for a couple hours. This glue is still somewhat soft. So yeah, I'm gonna wait a little longer before I can run that through the sander. That one's definitely gonna be a wait. Let's see. Okay, so this is a maple and black walnut one. Same thing, it's not ready for the sander anytime soon because it got clamped up at the same time, but I want to knock off all these the glue. You can kind of see the difference there when you're doing it. Okay, so that's what they look like after the first glue up. Almost got ahead of myself. I hear that quite often. You guys don't see it. So when I do run these through the table saw to get the individual strips, like this, I run them through to 1.5 inches, or maybe slightly bigger times. And that way, when I run them through the planer, get them nice and even, uniform on both sides. Then I'm down to about 1.5 inches, maybe just a little bit lower. This one's going to be a lot thinner than that because this piece of walnut right here actually had like a bark on it, and I didn't see it. Or I did see it, but I meant to put it on the edge, and I didn't. This board's going to end up being a little bit thinner. No big deal, though. Everything's at some point. So that's going to sit there for a little bit. So when they're all glued up, they end up looking like this, which would be a perfectly fine cutting board just like that. It would be, honestly. But I like to mix my boards up a little bit. Where's that? There they are. So I run them through the table saw one more time, and actually flip them up on their end grain. And that, depending on how I laid out the wood, changes the pattern drastically. especially depending on how I clamp it all together. Here's another one. This one has the Padauk in it, the maple, and the Purple Heart. This one ended up getting 3 solid strips with the checkerboard in between here and here, and then a 4-way checker point through here. So that happy accidents on some of these, right? Now on a board like this one, let's see. On a board like this, so I got black walnut, maple, black walnut, Padauk, black walnut, hickory, black walnut, wenge or wenge, and then it repeats the other way. To get a checker pattern of any kind or a variety of any kind, I have to change up a little bit as I'm working on it, because like this one, for example, before I cut it, had this pattern. Now that would look pretty cool just as is, just nice solid straight lines. But what I'm going to attempt to do is shift it like that when I glue it up on end grain, not on edge grain. And then I will get no. Oh, there's a pattern different both ways. Okay. Interesting. So then when it's all glued up, you can run these off with the table saw, make it a square board, but it's going to have a different pattern. I don't see any kind of, with the hickory and Padauk, I'll have a little checker pattern there, checker pattern of Padauk and wenge, hickory and Padauk. So there's your pattern on that one. That's going to look pretty cool, especially on end grain. Let's get that glued up. Let's get this table cleaned off real quick first. Well, let's see. All right. Don't want to mess up my table. Just built. Don't think I've even posted on the channel yet. A little sneak peek for you guys. Hey. Now I need a better system. Okay. Hey, thank you. Sorry if the camera does that every now and then. It's not smart enough to follow me all the time. Don't know why not, but uh-oh. Uh-oh. Of course it would do it. Right. So if you guys have watched some of the other videos while I'm building the shop, not everything's quite laid out yet. I'll kind of want to play around with it for a while before I decide what I want to build and which cabinets. Kind of go with a few projects, see where I end up liking some of the stuff at. Right now I keep on putting the glue underneath the sander bench. So we'll see. Right now, obviously, I haven't built the soundproof box for the shop vac yet either. The dust collection one's not nearly as loud, so I probably won't even build a box for that one. I kind of like it the way it is. Okay, what's going on here? There we go. Now, I was part of a giveaway quite a while ago, and the winner won one of these cutting boards. It's a pretty good deal because these things are expensive. And this person's going to get one from me for free. The problem was life happened. I have not sent that cutting board to that person yet because I haven't even had time to work on one yet. So that's one of the projects we're working on today. Kind of a bummer because I kept on trying to tell myself that'd be cool if I can get it done before Christmas and get it to them by then. A little surprise Christmas present for them, but hopefully it'll be a New Year's Eve present. Start the New Year's off with a cutting board that they should have got 2 months ago. If you're watching this channel, I'm sorry. I tried. You know what? Like I said, life happens. I'll talk about it on my other channel here in a little while when I'm ready to talk about it. So there is something that I'm going to improve on these cutting boards. I just haven't. I'm working through some of my backlog right now. But I really wasn't paying attention before on how I was making my cutting boards. And I wasn't realizing that the lumber supplier that I was getting my lumber from, all the boards I was buying wasn't the same size, same thickness. So let's see. Let me see if I can show you what I'm talking about. This one shows it pretty good. And this is me going out my own fault because you know what? Somebody else is going to do it at some point. These weren't all the same thicknesses when I glued them together. So when you turn them, flip them, twist them, stagger them, you're going to run into this problem. And honestly, I see it because I'm the craftsman. You're going to see it now because I'm going to point it out. Right there, you can see it should be a straight line, but it actually kind of goes this one, this one, this one, this one. It's a little bit harder to see down here. Those two actually might be the same thicknesses because they're point to point. But where it's not point to point, the walnut was thicker than probably all of them. This might have been like a 5/4 and these were 4/4. I honestly don't know, but it's definitely the walnut that's thicker because there's a straight line there. Not a straight line there. That one kind of dropped. I don't know what the deal with that one was, but straight line, jagged, and then all these. So call it as I see it. All the boards I got prepped already. I can't stop that now. I got one I'm going up right now. 1, 2, 3, 4 more that I need to slice up and glue back up. And those other two that I just took out of the clamp. So I got a whole bunch in queue that are gonna have that tweakness to it. So hand craftsman, not made by machine. Handmade. Okay. Okay. We'll put one turn on these. Then I'm gonna go in here and try to work with that glue. Try to line up at least one seam. And then push it down. And half turn, half turn, half turn. Okay. I can. Let's see. I got a piece of strap big enough to do this. I don't normally do this, but I'm gonna try it. See how well this. See if that does me any good. It may not. Actually, might make things worse. Who knows? That actually might make it worse. Who knows? All right. So there we go. That looks kind of cool, actually. We'll let that drip dry over there for a while. Let's see. Let's go ahead and jump on the coasters because that's going to be, like I said, that's a Christmas present. It's going to be made out of cedar. I got a couple different pieces. I could just rip them out of there. Then they're going to be really small pieces. Well, I'm thinking I might save this piece and make like the holders out of it. If I got time. Let's save that piece. I'll show this a little bit more in depth later on. But these were the cutoffs from this morning with the maple. And so I cut my strips, my 1.5 strips until I ran out. That's all I had left. I'm not throwing these away because they're 3/4 one way. Might be a little bit more the other way. But then what I'll do is I'll run them through the table saw, make them 3/4 by 3/4, and then cut them to 5-inch strips because then that would give me nice maple pen blanks. I'm gonna stash this in my little make up later drawer here. Now I got tons of stuff over here because like these right here. Imagine a pen blank. I can make 2 pen blanks out of that. That's gonna look kind of cool because it's just gonna be staggered wood pieces. So what I might actually do is since this piece, this cutting board, if I sell this as if I sell this cutting board, I might do like a pen blank to go with it, like a pen that matches your cutting board. What do y'all think about that? Same thing, that piece matches the other one. If I don't drop them and break them. Which is what just happened. But that's, hey, guess what? I don't have to cut them now. That's 2 pen blanks. That's my save for later spot right now. So these are all the pieces of wood I have right now for cutting boards. Got a ton of padauk, a ton of maple, a few pieces of walnut, a few pieces of wenge, a little bit of hickory, and purple heart. So that's going to be a nice little. I think it takes me 14 or 15 pieces to make a cutting board. Yeah, 15 pieces. 15 pieces to make a cutting board. And let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I have at least 50 or 60 pieces here. So that's four cutting boards, depending on what kind of pattern I do. I'm getting distracted. That'll make a nice little, yeah. That'll make a few. Nice thickness. That's the piece I'm looking for down there. Okay. I don't know. Piece of cedar here. Let's cut this one down to a manageable size real quick. Once I find where I put my glasses at. Safety glasses, there they are. There we go. Let's go with 2 foot. All right. These are in the way. Wow. Didn't even turn on the dust collector. Hooked up. Didn't turn it on. Okay. All right. Now, these are multiple different lengths, depths here, thicknesses. Start with the two thicker ones here. 5/8. All right, so now what I got is some strips, 4-inch pieces, roughly ½ inch thick. Pretty nice grain on them. This one actually is going to have a little bit of live edge, knot hole. Might try to leave this one for later and fill the knot hole with epoxy. I think that would be kind of cool. I got at least these 3. And one's already on the saw there. So that'll probably give me probably 3 sets of this thickness, 1 set of that thickness. What I'm gonna do, I'm doing 4x4s. So or whatever by whatever, I guess. Yep, that's 4. And more. All right, let's see. Now we need Seriously, stop. I need to go drink. I'll be right back. Okay. Whew. Okay, so what we got here. Currently, a drum sander, I only have 80 grit for. Hopefully here soon, I'll have all the other grits, so I'll have to do this. Before I can even do that, though, we need all right, let's see here. Make a little jig here. Jiggy jig jig jig. Let's see though how is this gonna work, because Okay, so I see this a lot on other YouTube channels. Wasn't a big fan of it until I actually tried it myself. So I did put a little bit of super glue or wood glue down, not much. What I'm gonna do is put some super glue down. Activator. Put it where I want it. I don't know where the activator is at anymore. That should instantly bond that where I want it. This side don't need that long. Okay. That should give me, hopefully, nice little jig. I could do, just cut a couple more. Are you not following me anymore? That's what I thought. No, okay. Follow. There we go. Okay. I guess it really doesn't need to be square. Okay. Okay. That didn't work. That didn't work either. All right, well, fuck. That's gonna suck. Do this. Clamp that there. Oh, man, I kind of actually stung a bit. I don't even know if this is gonna work. I have bigger sheets. What do I have sheets over here? 1,000 grit, 1,500 grit, 2,000 grit. Those aren't gonna work for me. 800 and 400. Thousand. Oh crap. Okay. Not liking my options right now. Can't just go down to the store and buy some because my truck's not working. Whew. never done an activator, it actually kind of heats up. All right, let's see if this is even going to work. I thought I was going to clamp that down, didn't I? Battery is running low. Why is my battery not charging? I'm back. I mean, it's working, but sucks. Hold on. Again, I'll be back. All right. So here's the strange part: is I know I have it on a sander. I know I have paper for it. Where is it? All right. Well. It's not safe to finish these coasters with that sander. Really need to find my other one. No clue where it's at. It's probably buried in the house somewhere. So let's just move on. Let's do something else for now because, like I said, not safe. Let's not do it, right? Wow. All right, let's see here. We got 3 more clamps. I can prep another coaster. Not another coaster, but another cutting board. Sanders down here. Put that there. Got my belt sander. Got my belt sander over there. Put the orbital there. I have an oscillator somewhere. That's gonna drive me nuts right there, guys. Not being able to know where that's at. Thank you. Okay. For now. Okay. let's see. Of course, nobody's watching right now, so it's going to be kind of a vote on myself here. Wingate centering. This one I've called Peppermint Patty. Yeah, it's kind of Christmas time, so maybe candy cane. I don't know. This one, basically, if I was to do this one, I would stagger this one. This one would get pretty thin. I don't even know if you'd even see. Let's see. I don't have a sled to cut at an angle. Like do like the little weave. I don't have that. This is my personal one. That's why it's all the way in the very back. This is Wingate and black walnut. All the lumber in this one alone is already close to $150 in lumber, because that Wingate is pretty expensive stuff. So that's going to be a gorgeous board. It's going to be dark. Kind of reminds me of the bread loaves at Longhorn or Outback. Let's do this one. I'm holding off on the other ones right now. The ones that have already been sanded to Eddie Grit. I'm kind of holding off on them to go any further because I have new belts ordered for the drum sander. I think I did 120 and 220 maybe. Because even with this thing saves a whole bunch of time in sanding. However, I do still have a lot of sanding with the orbital. So if I can get that down to like a 220 grit and then sand it, it's going to be quick, super quick. So we're going to go over to the table saw. We're going to cut this one down, 1.5 inch strips. We're going to glue it up and go from there. So I do have a really nice blade in here. Been doing pretty good as far as cutting it for me. Sometimes I'll get a slight burn, but I think that's just the type of lumber that it's getting into. Because, I mean, look at some of the stuff I'm using. I got Purple Heart. Purple Heart's a very hard wood. Very hard wood. A hickory, they can be difficult sometimes. All right. What if of course, that purple heart's going to show better on some pieces, so. Okay. So. How does one like that look? I think that looks alright. Otherwise, I'd do stair stepping like that. But then I'm wasting a lot of wood because it'd be here to here. You're only talking like a big measures over there. So if I did, I don't know, maybe even one more over. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like that. Let's go back to. I think that looks all right. We'll tease a Padauk in the center. Because then at that point, you're looking at a cutting board that's about 10 and a half. about 15 and a half. You'd have the nice brightness of the Padauk right in the center, the purple heart and black walnut checkering back and forth on the edge, and then your black walnut and your hickory. I like it. So okay. All right, let's see. So start this process again. Okay. I'm gonna line up the Duke in the center. That's where my line on this one's gonna be. Okay. To get a good clean line, I gotta remove the glue. Okay. 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 Okay, I feel like they all have the same amount of tension on them. Then scrape the glue on this time. I want to see what the difference is, if it's good or bad. Actually, I might trip on the other one. Well, at this point, I can go ahead and wrap this up because I'm not going to get any presents done whatsoever. There's no way. Got too many things. Just not far enough. like I said, the main thing was is I really wanted to focus on getting the shop built, and you know what? Those presents are gonna have to wait until next year, and I don't feel bad about that. I mean, Christmas is not about presents. We all know that. It's about, you know, the spirit of the holidays, the religious side of it, if that's what you believe in. Um, so maybe instead of focusing on presents, I should focus on other things because it's been a rough year. I'm ready for the new year already, that's for sure. Too much death in this year that I've had to deal with. Death of a relationship, death of family members, and a lot of things got put on the back burner. I'm not sorry about it, guys. So hopefully things will get a lot better next year. And until then, have a glass of whatever makes you happy. For me, it's sweet tea. Have a good one, guys.